And then the third thing is to apply the self-forgiveness process to your own life. I forgive myself for judging myself as being anything more than perfect, because that is who I am, and it is my birthright. I forgive myself for judging myself, period. Because I am a child of God, created in the image of that Creator, whichever you want to call your Creator. Self-forgiveness. Identify first, remember truth second, and then apply the self-forgiveness work towards yourself. And I'm going to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion here. And I just want to, this in my book also, it's also very clear, the AAA for the Soul. I put this in a book because I want to help people practically apply this to their lives. It's a very, very important process. It was my process, and it's worked for me, and it's worked for many people. So that will be available out back. So further, George Leonard says in his book called Mastery, in order to complete your relationship with the past, you need to express forgiveness, which we're talking about right now, and appreciation to those who have given you a boost, even if it wounded you. I want to repeat that second part. And appreciation to those who have given you a boost, even if they've wounded you. Wow. So we're talking today about, first of all, applying forgiveness to yourself, and as a result, others. And then the second thing is to appreciate gratitude. What does that mean? Well, you're trying to tell me that I need to show gratitude to someone who abused me when I was a child? Are you trying to tell me that? And you know the answer is? Yeah. Am I saying that that's abuse is all right? No. Am I saying that you need to be gentle and compassionate with yourself for what had happened? Yes. But what I'm also saying is, it is now time to understand that wasn't personal. It had nothing to do with you and your perfection. And that was put into your path, perhaps, many years down the road, given a situation that brings it up again. Do we all know that what happens a long time ago, if left unresolved, it'll keep on coming in the present moment? Do we all understand that? People, places, and things will keep on showing up with the same energy of that situation. And so the people now that come into our lives that bring up this unresolvedness are, if we really, really want to be honest, our deepest blessings. Because if we choose to deal with it, which is not easy, I'm not saying that, but if we choose to deal with it, we are then removing the thing, the obstacle that gets in the way of us living in peace, which is our birthright. It's not easy going out on a day and saying, bring it on, world, bring on my issues. But in fact, that really, I want to live that way. And I want to remember it as much as I can, that whatever is happening out there that disturbs my peace, that brings me dis-ease in my body temple, is happening for me to heal, to evolve, and to grow. Because if I don't deal with that dis-ease in my body, put the words together, what could happen is disease. And I don't want to go there. Just my choice. So, everything that happens for a reason. And now we move to the second part, which is thanksgiving. Giving thanks. To learn how to give thanks for these situations. Now, I'm not saying to you that every time that happens, I immediately say, oh, thank you. Thank you for disturbing my peace. Thank you for, ruining my day. Which, of course, they don't have that power. But what I do is once I take a deep breath, get grounded, go and process it a while, maybe with myself or other people that I love and understand and can help me process, then I'm able to come back to being in a place of gratitude. Does it mean I'm going to call that person up and say, let's go out for coffee? No, not necessarily. But I'm going to understand that that is happening for me, and I become then grateful for it. I love in the affirmation for the month, it says to foster an attitude of gratitude. And I love the statement that says, if you're feeling blessed, you can't be depressed. The two cannot coexist at the same time. So you have a choice to focus on these situations that are happening for you in your life as negative and be depressed. Or you can focus on these situations in your life and look at them as blessings and focus on the gratitude of the learnings that are coming from them. We, in fact, do have a choice. We do have a choice. And again, the beauty of what happens in the world, and that it's working for us, the universe wants us to come back to our natural birth state, that place of peace, is that we need to remember who we truly are. And usually, anything that's happening out there that disturbs our peace triggers that core belief that was planted when we were 5 years old. And that somehow is triggering that core belief that we now know is a lie. It's up to us to remember our truths. And you notice the word remember. Remember means to put back together. And to put back together, what does that imply? That it was once together. And so we were born that perfect, whole, and divine creature. And the only thing that changed was our perception of that, not the truth of it. Be very clear here. We have always been that perfect, whole, and divine creature, being of light. The only thing that we didn't get was our perception because of the stuff that happened out there. And that is the work that I truly believe that we need to do on this planet as adults, is to heal the stuff that is getting in the way of us having that joyful, loving existence, which truly is our birthright.